All right, what's going on, everyone? Let me see if I can adjust that just a little bit. Okay, make sure we're in the video. So, if you're joining for the first time right here on YouTube, these normally run alongside the Wednesday live tasting of my featured tequila of the week on Instagram Live. Unfortunately, tonight I had the YouTube channel camera facing the wall. So that hour live tasting is available on my Instagram channel on my storyline for the next 24 hours. But for the sake of having something up on the YouTube channel, we'll go over it again. So this is our featured tequila of the week. Uno Por Favor Reposado, produced at NOM 1479, Hacienda La Capilla, in the Los Altos region. They don't mention it on the bottle or on the packaging, but the brand is estate sourced agave. They produce only using agave from their fields. This Reposado specifically, the agave is cooked in an autoclave, roller mill crushed. It is distilled twice in copper stills. It undergoes a unique oxygenation process, which gives a really soft, wonderful taste profile to the tequila, which we'll get into in a little bit. And then this Reposado is aged 6 months in ex-bourbon barrels, producing this. So I'll give you another look at the packaging right there. You can see already, got my sticker of approval on the side. Let's get into it then. So I hope, I know the hour we did before this, we had a ton of people tuning in live from all over the world. Great to see a lot of friends in Australia really sharing the passion for tequila and agave spirits. So there we go. I'll give you a closer look at the Reposado right there. Not very dark, a light golden hue to the Reposado. This brand in particular, they do not believe in using any additives, coloring, or anything at any point in the process. So as a result, you've got this Reposado, which is significantly lighter than a lot of the Reposados you might see on the shelf. All of that said, wonderful aromas, very agave forward, strong cooked agave aromas, a little bit of oak, a little bit of vanilla, and a little hint of citrus. Really quality smelling, great aromas coming off that tequila. And then taste profile, very agave forward as well. Lots of agave, oak, little hints of vanilla, little hints of pepper, and the little hints of citrus. Like I said, really traditional tasting, wonderful sipping Reposado. It has a soft taste profile, so while it still has a nice character to it, really easy to sip, whether you're an agave enthusiast or a novice. I think you can enjoy this tequila alike. Wonderful sipping tequila, easy to drink. I highly recommend it. Retails for about $40. Very unique packaging over there. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was very skeptical about what the tequila would taste like. It's just not a packaging you see every day. Immediately smelling it once I opened it, I was very, very impressed. I was even more impressed after tasting it, and then after finding out that last year in the Spirits of Mexico competition, in a blind tasting, the Uno Por Favor Blanco was only beat out by G4 Blanco. So if you've been following along on the Instagram channel, G4 Blanco was highly rated by myself, was a previously featured tequila of the week. And so just to be even close to that in the category is impressive. They came second overall, beating out some really big legacy brands like Fortaleza, Ocho, a few others. So very impressive. Not something you would maybe expect from something with such an unusual packaging, but I can't say enough good stuff about that Reposado right there. Really great sipping Reposado. Really enjoyable. Something I really love about this brand is that while they understand that they have a quality sipping tequila, at a time where a lot of the brands are trying to advertise that, hey, our tequila is a sipping tequila, you don't take shots of this isn't your spring break from college tequila. Una Por Favor, while they actually have a really traditional tasting, agave forward, quality sipping tequila, they still understand that some younger people in their 20s, people that still go out a lot, they're still going to take shots. So doesn't mean just because you're taking a shot that you need to have a bad, cheap tequila. So they heavily promote their little ice shot, as they call it, or their El Caballito, which is their single serve, 1.5 ounces in the same shape, easy to fit in your pocket, easy to fit if you travel in a bag, if you're outdoors in a backpack or a golf pack. That was really cool. Really neat little eye shot. Their Caballito. The story goes, and I hope I don't butcher this too much. Legend has it that agave farmers would travel from field to field and have a sack of water on their saddle of their horse to keep hydrated. Most of the time, the agave farmers would actually keep a sack of tequila to drink at the end of the day in celebration of a hard day's work. The story goes, an agave farmer was approached by his supervisor and asked why he had 2 sacks on his horse. One had water in it, one had tequila. Very quickly thinking, the agave farmer pointed to the one full of water and said, "That one's for me," pointed to the other one and said, "That one's for my horse." And so the joke became, when you're at the bar asking for your final drink of the last round, or last shot before you leave, instead of asking for one for the road, you would ask for one for your horse. El Caballito is little horse, so the joke became one for my horse instead of one for the road, and so the name was found. So I love how, again, the brand kind of blends tradition and culture, traditional tequila making, traditional taste profile of the tequila, with something that's maybe a little untraditional, promoting it as a shot, understanding people are still going to take shots and not everyone goes out and sips tequila out of a champagne flute like I do. And while they're promoting it as a shot, they still do produce a really wonderful tasting Reposado and Blanco, quality sipping tequila that I think can be appreciated by a true agave enthusiast, and at the same time maybe enjoyed by someone who's not a big tequila drinker but just wants to take some shots at a pregame or a nightclub, or whatever it might be. So again, this week's featured tequila of the week. This video is probably more suitable to this platform anyway, being around 10 minutes long. The hour video that normally comes straight during my YouTube live was not a success tonight. So we'll give you this. This will go up. If you're watching this for the first time, every Wednesday night, 8:30 Central, every Wednesday I feature a tequila of the week. Every Wednesday night, I live taste that tequila and we discuss on Instagram Live and on YouTube Live. Tune in, hit subscribe, follow on the YouTube channel. If you're on Instagram, go find me at @the_tequila_wanderer. Go back and look at the highlights, go back and look at the tequilas of the week. I have 8 or 9 high quality images of each tequila every week. You can go take a look at the packaging and get a better view of that, and take a look at my full write-up on the production and the taste profile, and a few other notes. So one more time, this week's featured tequila of the week, Una Por Favor Reposado, produced at Hacienda La Capilla, NOM 1479 in the Los Altos region of Jalisco. Wonderful Reposado produced using estate agave, roller mill crushed, cooked in an autoclave, copper stills, double distilled, and then rested for 6 months in ex-bourbon barrels. The result, like I said, is that lightly gold colored Reposado with a lot of agave on the nose, a lot of agave flavor, but just enough vanilla, oak, pepper to keep it, give it a lot of character. And all of that said, it's still going to give you a really smooth, kind of softer taste profile. The tequila undergoes an oxygenation process before it's aged, which pretty much just softens up that taste profile, takes away a bit of the sting, takes away a bit of the ethanol burn, to be honest. But the result over here, like I said, a wonderful sipping tequila, something that I think can be enjoyed by a true agave enthusiast, and at the same time, for someone who's not an agave enthusiast and they're just looking for a smooth shot to take at the club, this is going to do the job there as well. So, got my sticker of recommendation. Go hit subscribe, follow the YouTube channel. Every Wednesday we'll get a new one of these featured tequila of the week. Until I see everyone again, keep wondering, drink Mexican, salud.